Hi students, let's look at this question here, which was taken from the year 2015 SRJC Paper 1 Q9. This question is on application of differentiation to see, and also parametric equation for the part B. Let's look at how do we solve this question proficiently. Okay. This is a very typical question in A level. Not typical, I would say, but you need to know how to solve this type of question. Okay, so typically students don't understand what's going on and why the mechanism behind this question. So I will try and explain. Okay, so you're given a curve is defined by the equation xy plus y square minus x cubed equals to 7. Find the coordinates of the point where the tangent line to the curve C is parallel to the y-axis. Okay, so we all know parallel to the y-axis just means that dy dx is actually going to infinity. So in other words, you are looking at like the gradient, which is parallel to the y-axis as such, right? So that is okay. So this is one. Then you're asked to state the equation of this tangent line. This tangent line is okay. This tangent line is actually, since it's just a vertical line, right? Vertical line would just means that you're looking at x equals to something, not say x equals to what? A? Okay, so x equals to A or whatnot. So that's okay. I think this question is pretty okay. So first of all, we find dy dx first. So I'm just going to implicit differentiation this portion here. So for the first part A, what we're going to do is actually xy plus y square minus x cubed equals to 7. So I'm going to differentiate with respect to x, and basically this will be this is a product rule, right? So this is u, this is v, so this is fine. Then this will be implicit, this is 2y dy dx, and the rest should be just fine. So keep the one on the left, differentiate on the right, and keep the one on the right, product rule, differentiate on the one on the left, and this will be 2y dy dx for the 2y and minus 3x squared. Okay, so this one differentiate 7 is just 0, so just make dy dx a subject. We'll get x plus 2y, just factorize it, and 3x squared minus y. Okay, so this is it. Now then we will get dy dx, okay, equals to 3x squared minus y x plus 2y. So this is okay. Now, so let's try and make sense of what we are supposed to do here. The first thing that you should take note is basically because you want y dy dx goes to infinity. Since dy dx goes to infinity, means this would go to 0, right? So dy dx goes to infinity, which just means that x plus 2y goes to 0 lah. Okay, this is the important part which you need to take note, or you could just equate it to be 0. So this part here will be hence for this is for tangent parallel to y-axis. Okay, this is what you need to do. So basically this means x plus 2y will be 0 and y equals to minus half x lah. So this is alright. Okay, now this part here is where students will not have the conceptual understanding of what to do next. Okay, so this part you need to take note. If you're stuck at this question, likely this is one of the major pitfall that you face. How do you do from here? Now it means this what does this mean? It means that whatever point that whatever value, whatever the point, right, the point x that you're finding, right, the point on the point, right, that you're finding, you are finding, okay, satisfies this equation. Okay, it satisfies this equation, whatever, because you gave it a rule, which means you gave it a rule where x plus 2y has to be equals to 0, and in order for it to be 0, you have to satisfy this equation here, right? Now then the other part is please don't forget that you need to satisfy the curve equation as well. Okay, so now because the best way is just to illustrate using the graph. So if you were to use Desmos and plot this curve, this is just Desmos. You plot this curve here. Now obviously you don't have this the luxury of plotting this curve during exam, right? Because your what do you call it? Your brain freeze. Your GC can't sketch such a graph. Okay, so but that's besides the point. Since they're gonna test you this concept here, I might as well just explain to you what's going on, right? So this is a very cool curve, I would say. It looks like a stomach to me. So like a kidney or a stomach. But yeah, either one is fine. You could see that actually the tangent graph here, there's a tangent which is parallel axis, which is this point here. So I'm actually looking for a point which is this tangent here. If you were to draw it, there exists a point here which is actually this value. We are trying to find this, right? So then we deduce that y is equals to minus half x. So this point here should satisfy this equation here. Now bear in mind this is c, yeah. So when I draw we all know y equals to minus half x is actually a straight line passing through the origin with a negative half slope, right? So it'll be likely like that. But actually it's so it'll be like that, right? It will just, so you see that it makes sense, right? It passed by here. So so what you need to know is actually the point satisfy this equation. Don't forget that this point here also satisfy the equation C. Okay, so that's the reason why you sub it back. Basically you sub y equals to minus half x, right, into C lah. You solve the two equation there. That's the reason why you sub it back into the equation. So you just take 1 and sub back into C lah. So sub 1 into C. So this equation here, what we get is actually just x minus half x, okay, plus y square, which is actually minus half x square minus x square x cubed. And what was I getting? I'm getting actually 1/4 minus half plus 1/4, which is 1/4. So this is x cubed plus okay, so this is the equation here. So you just solve using your GC for this equation here. I'm pretty sure all of us know how to solve this, right? So just bring out your GC and just key in 1/4 and 7 and solve for the x. That would be your tangent equation. Okay, so we just, what I'm gonna do is actually I'm just gonna go to mode apps and poly simultaneous equation and power 3, tada, and then I'm just going to put 1/4 and 7. I hate this. This is so annoying. 7. Okay, so you solve it. Actually you don't really care. I think you, there you go, x equals to minus 2. So it makes sense. You get this is actually x equals to minus 2, right? So it's like from GC x equals to minus 2, hence equation of n tangent is x equals to minus 2. So that's how you do the first part. Actually, you can do it pretty quick. Shouldn't be too long, okay?